Good day, fellow hunters. This is Jared the Lantern with another prop review for you. Today I will be reviewing the Bloodthirsty animated prop made by Distortions Unlimited. This was a new prop to Distortions Unlimited in 2013, so it's a few years old. And if you have been watching any of my more recent videos, I've mentioned that I've been wanting to kind of add to my vampire or vampire related props collection, and I thought she would be a perfect addition. A few weeks ago I had reviewed the Count Drac prop, and I think she would be make a great complement to him. So here we have a life-size prop, pretty much a life-size. She obviously is lying down. She is approximately, I would say, 5 feet long, and she is a vampiress with a stake in her chest, and this is the animated version, and we'll get to the animation in a second. This prop is sold as both an animated and a static prop, and after I did a lot of shopping around and pricing, I realized that I could probably get the animated version for pretty much the same price. Now, she can be a bit pricey. She was at a very reasonable price at nightmarefactory.com, and just literally a day after I decided not to buy her, I went back, had a change of heart, was going to go ahead and purchase her, and the price had been raised by about 50%. So it's kind of shocking, kind of upset that they would raise the price that much. I think that's just a sign that the haunting season is upon us soon. And if you've noticed, a lot of retailers, they're starting to kind of up their prices for stuff that's been reduced since like November. But anyway, she is a very well detailed prop, and the face just shows just a feeling of agony, obviously. And here is the detail on the hands and the stake in her heart. And I'm really enjoying the color of what she's wearing. In the stock photos for this prop online, Distortions Unlimited had taken pictures of her with more of like a just pure black dress, accented by, it looked like some black and white like ribbing around the dress. And this one is much more basic red and black, which red and black were the colors I was going for my Vampire's Lair section of my haunt this year. So it actually matches the Count Drac prop that I had also reviewed. So I was really happy with the colors. They said that the colors of clothes that she would be wearing would be somewhat different, and it was, but it was a good different. Very realistic hair, and the color that the hair is coming off in the video here is actually pretty true to what it really does look like. It's a very bright reddish kind of a color. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the backside so we can look at the construction and also the motor. Okay, so now we are looking at the bottom side of the prop. I just lifted the dress over and turned her on her side. So she is a latex foam-filled prop, very similar to props like Spasm. So very sturdy, very durable. The latex foam combination is one of my favorites. And if we look back here, we can take a look at the motor. So if you can see right there, if you can look to your left, that circular part to the very left hand side of the screen, that's actually the moving part of the motor, and it's a little spinning disc. And and there is no on-off switch, you just plug it in, and once you plug it in, she immediately starts to rev up. and that circular disc just starts to spin, and that gives her the vibrating motion, and it spins really, really quickly. They say to not put your hand under there, which I plan not to, and they said that it should last for a really long time, you know, when taken care of. They said just to make sure that the dress is kept away from that disc so it doesn't rip the dress. They said if the dress does rip, that can happen, but it's not going to be a problem. And they also said not to put it on any surfaces that are valuable, because it could possibly scrape whatever surface you put it on. It is completely, you can't see it. It's inside the foam, but the armature is completely metal. And so it's a pretty heavy-duty prop with the motor and the armature. And so yeah, very detailed prop, very well-made prop. And then if I turn her over here, you can see Distortions Unlimited have actually kind of engraved their name here into this in her side. It says copyright 2013. And yeah, let's go ahead and flip her back over. So she does just come in one whole piece. It's just the prop, and there's nothing to put together. You literally just plug it in and it's ready to go. And all you get is just the instruction manual, which is very basic, and then the CD soundtrack, which of course you have to provide your own CD player. And so I actually purchased this from a website called jet.com, which is a website that I never heard of, and just kind of coincidentally, the moment after I had placed the order, I actually saw a commercial for it on TV. It's a very basic website that just sells a bunch of different stuff, and they just happen to have her on there. It was not directly shipped from the jet.com company. It was actually the order was fulfilled by Costumes for Less, which is a company I'm sure we're all familiar with. And I got her for a really, really, really good price. There's really no point of telling you the price because it's probably different on the website now, but I've seen this for, you know, $400, $500. I did not pay that much for her. I would not pay that much for her. I would not pay that much for any prop, but I really, really do like her. Like I said, she's a perfect addition for any haunt, but especially if you are like me, wanting to add to your vampire collection. Only complaint I have is right down here at the feet. If they would have made, and it came in a big box, but had they made the box just a little bit longer, her feet are now kind of, they've been bunched up while in the box for who knows how many years. And so now her feet, you know, the latex and the foam have kind of morphed so that she doesn't extend her feet or her legs all the way. So it's kind of bunched up. I might be able to fix that. Might not. It's not that big of a deal. It's covered by the dress anyhow. But that would be my only complaint. Let's go ahead and plug her in, and then we will add the soundtrack as well. So as you can see, all I did was just plug it in, and she's already moving. And it really, the motor, like I said, is on her back, but it really does make the entire prop shake. So it's like the vibration motion is to make it look like obviously that she's struggling and in lots of pain. And so let's go ahead and now add the soundtrack. So there you have it, you guys. That is her with not only the animation but also the soundtrack. Very awesome soundtrack. The CD comes with about a minute and a half worth of audio, so obviously for display time it would just have to be put on repeat. And so yeah, I love this prop. I had seen it, you know, a few years ago, but never really thought it would fit into a theme that I had. But now that I will be doing a vampire themed room, yeah, definitely a great addition, so I'm glad I picked it up. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give her a 10, just because she is just really, really awesome. Well detailed, well dressed, great. You know, it's a simple animation, but the animation definitely works. And also great soundtrack. So if you can find her, if you like her, and if you can find her for a good price, definitely pick her up, because I highly recommend it. Yeah, so if you guys like what you are seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I think she's trying to say happy haunting.